Morning, everybody. It's a little after 8:30 on this Monday morning, the 22nd of April, and this is your pre-opening comment video number 2150. Okay, Asia and Europe both higher. Um, what was interesting here so far is that the Dow futures at 8 o'clock were up 205. They're now up 180. Nasdaq was up 95, is now up 76, and the S&P, which was up 27, is now up 21. So the pattern remains that we've had overnight strength followed by a weakening. We're fairly oversold, especially in a lot of the big names. And in point of fact, many of those names report this week. This week's calendar of earnings include Meta, Tesla, Microsoft, and Alphabet. And we also, later in the week on Friday, have the PCE price indexes. So we're pretty jam packed here. The 10-year note yield was up 4 basis points to 466 right now. It's 464, giving back half of that move higher. Verizon beat by 3 cents, reports inline revenues and guides in line. The stock is 41.13, up 64 cents or 1.6%. Truist, TFC, also beat by 12 cents. I don't have any color on that, but right now the stock is 35.41, down $1.39 or 3.8%. Tesla 141.80, down another five and a quarter, 3.6%. Musk is talking about lowering the headcount by 20%, and also lowered the cost of full self-driving software by a third. I mentioned that on Friday, and so there's a big disappointment there. CRM, Salesforce, up 863 on the talk about the purchase of Informatica, INFA, which has hit a roadblock after the companies can't agree on terms. So INFA down, CRM up. Johnson and Johnson and Kenvue ordered to pay $45 million to an Illinois family. That doesn't hurt either of them, I guess. Johnson and Johnson is up 34 cents at 148 and a quarter, and KVUE is up 7 cents or 0.4%. B of A names the stock of Apple as their top pick for 2024, reiterating a buy rating and a 225 price objective. As far as the futures go, the chart on the screen is the gold, and this has seriously come down this morning. I didn't see any specific news, but it opened down last night. It was at the edge of overbought regardless, with a slightly lower high after trading 20, almost 24, over 24.50. This morning has touched 23.86. The last is, pardon me, wrong one. The low is 23.50 spot 70, and that is trading on the low right at this last little bit of a breakout. It's tested here a couple of times. But it's down 2.3%, while the silver is really getting pounded here. down about, I believe, about twice as much, down 4.6%. It had trouble getting back through 29 on both Friday and Tuesday after hitting, $30 or close to 29.90 earlier last week, and then reversing and trading from 29.90 all the way down to 27.65, and it turned right back up but could not get through that uh, 29 again. The MACD looks like it's rolling over. It was a bit overbought, so we'll have to see how that shakes out. I kind of like the soybeans this week for a quick trade. They're down about $4, but um, looking at this chart, it's the only one of the grains that has tried to make a bottom and started back up. It's still very much a flag, but we are getting the opposite of what we're seeing in the gold and silver here in the soybeans, kind of rolling towards the upside. Let's just take a quick look at the rest of those markets. Energy is down across the board, with the one exception of nat gas being up almost 3 cents. Gasoline is down a bit, but really not much, 2.5 cents. Heating oil this time of the year doesn't surprise me at all that it's basically unchanged to slightly lower. Platinum as well as palladium are, trading down with the gold and silver. Cotton is up 81 cents. That has had a huge decline, as I mentioned in last night's letter. Excuse me. Coffee is down almost 7 cents. Sugar is up 33 cents, but still well below that 20 cents. As of right now, the Nasdaq is back to up 106. The Dow is up 216, and the S&P is up about 26 again. Bonds are down almost a half a point. They have been down a half a point, now down 14/32, which is 7/16. Dollar up, Bitcoin up, Ethereum up. So we'll have to see. There's a fair amount of news this week and many, many earnings. I think a third of the S&P 500 um, report this week. All right, folks, have a good morning. I'll be back later.